Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com. Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome you in to Fisher, Minnesota, where it's Climax-Fisher, the Knights, playing host to Sacred Heart. The Eagles are on a hot streak right now. 12 straight wins, looking to close out their season with an unlucky or lucky number 13, as this is their last game of the regular season. One more game after this one for Climax-Fisher. They'll play another tough team, Sacred Heart, obviously a tough team with those 12 straight wins. Red Lake County Central will be their next opponent on Friday, who's also been playing very well as of late. Jacob Tenson with you here on the pregame show. Like I mentioned, two teams playing very good basketball as of late. It was just the last loss. Climax-Fisher, their last game was a loss. It came a week ago. They've had a long time off here. It was against Fertile Beltrami. That was to go to the Pine to Prairie Conference Championship. Fertile Beltrami ended up winning that one, but lost in the Pine to Prairie Championship by 16 and 70-54 against Park Christian. It was an 8-point loss for Climax-Fisher, though, against Fertile Beltrami, but that snapped a 9-game win streak, so they've won 9 of their last 10. So obviously, Climax-Fisher also playing a great brand of basketball as well. These two teams, their records, let's take a look at them. Sacred Heart, they are 21-4, 15-1 in Section 8A. Both these teams in Section 8A. Climax-Fisher, 15-9, 12-5 in Section 8A. That lone loss for Sacred Heart was also their only conference loss in the Northern Galaxy Conference against Warren Alvarado Oslo, who also only has one loss in the conference. That game came early on in the season. But anywho, these two teams, if you look at Section 8A, it's just so tight on the west side. Sacred Heart up above in that number 1 spot on the west side. And then Climax-Fisher, they're at the 6th spot. But if they were in the East, they would be the number 2 seed as of right now. That's how kind of tightly compacted it is in this west side. And Kelly Northholm is the top team overall with a QRF rank over 100. They are the clear-cut number 1 team. Sacred Heart would be the number 1 team on the west side. Kelly Northholm, the number 1 team on the east side. So it's kind of interesting to see how things kind of shape up. Climax-Fisher, they can climb as high as 5, but they can go no lower than 6. It'll kind of come down to that Red Lake County Central game on Friday, because those are the two teams kind of vying for that 5 spot. Fertile Beltrami, they're kind of guaranteed to at least be above Climax-Fisher. They could fall down to 5, but they won't fall any further than 5. They are already at 4 or 5. Red Lake County Central, they could climb up to 4. They could potentially get up to 3, but they'd have to win by a decent chunk in their last 2 games to climb up that way. But like I said, Climax-Fisher will be stuck at either 5 or 6. It'll kind of come down to these last 2 games, especially that Red Lake County Central game on Friday. But can't overlook these opponents either, because it's also important to the QRF no matter how you do. We'll see how these two teams shape up. We'll come back here on YourLiveEvent.com with some coaches' interviews in just a moment.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome you back into Fisher, Climax-Fisher, and Sacred Heart, about to do battle, about 13 minutes away from the national anthem. So let's get to some coaches' interviews brought to you by River's Edge Insurance, in-house that Lori, Emily, and the team at River's Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. Let's start with the visiting team, the Sacred Heart Eagles. The pregame show, you're with head coach Guy Finstrom, and you've had a week off. Like having a little bit of time. Looking back into the pregame show here with head coach Brian Lowe, and 12 straight wins for you. The last one, kind of a scary one, just winning in the last couple of seconds there, 2-point win. Have you guys kind of recovered from that close game?
I don't know. We'll see. I know that it definitely took a lot out of us. It was a very physical game, and kind of shortened up the rotation a little bit. So there were some girls that were on the floor for a long time last night, and yeah, I mean, we jumped out to I think 17-point lead against them, and then East Grand's good, and they've got some good players. They battled back, and they tied the game with 20 seconds left, and Lexi made a play towards the end to kind of give us the lead, and then we got to stop to get the win. So it was a fun game. Crosstown rivalry. It was full gym. So.
Yeah, and again, you're playing another good team, Climax-Fisher, a lot of young, good players, though. What have you kind of seen from this team that maybe makes you a little bit nervous coming into this game?
Well, yeah, they've got a few really good players, and they pose a pretty good matchup problem for not just us, but I'm sure a lot of teams, because they've got some size, but they can handle the basketball and they can shoot it, and so that's kind of the issue is how are we going to defend them, and we've got some ideas and some plans, and we'll just kind of see whatever works best, and yeah, we got to try to limit those. I mean, the sisters and then the guard too that I know can score well, and so we've got to limit those three for sure if we can.
And I believe it's your last game of the season, correct?
Yes. Yep.
And with that being your last game of the season, kind of a long time off in between playoffs, does that maybe make you a little frustrated, or do you kind of like having that extra time off?
No, I like it. Similar deal last year, and the group it's a grind, and I see some other teams that go Tuesday, Thursday, Friday this week, and I would not want to do that and then have to go through 2 or 3 practices next week to prepare for a playoff game. So they're getting tomorrow off, and we'll go Thursday, Friday, and then come back next week and get 2, 2, 3 more practices in there and prepare for the playoffs. And so I kind of like that. Although, having said that, our first game last year against Fertile Beltrami in the playoffs, we came out pretty flat. So, maybe that was due to that long break, because last year's schedule was similar. So we'll see.
That's fair. And what's going to be kind of the key for victory here today to get that lucky or unlucky number of 13 wins in a row?
Yeah, I think we need to really, like I said earlier, defend and try to figure out a way to limit. We're not going to stop those girls, but we got to try to limit them. I think we got to rebound. I've seen them rebound the ball really well night in and night out. So if we can get defensive rebounds and then push the ball and get going in transition a little bit, that's kind of our strength is some of our speed with the ball. Our guards can get going pretty quick. Yeah, just execute on offense. I know what I've seen is they do a lot of 2-3 zone, and so we got to be able to just be patient and take care of the ball and take care of it in their against the press too when they come up and press. We've got to just be patient with it and not turn it over.
Well, best of luck here today.
Thank you.
That was head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Brian Lowe. And we're going to swing right back into more coaches' interviews here. And now we'll get to the head coach. Kind of heard the beginning of that interview with head coach Guy Fincham for Climax-Fisher, but here it is now. Welcome you back into the pregame show. You're with head coach Guy Fincham, and you've had a week off. Is like having a little bit of time off in between games, especially coming off that loss against Fertile?
Yeah, it was good for us. The girls got to take a day off and relax and go to Valentine's dance, I guess. So, yeah, it was good for us, I think.
And you're playing against a team that's won 12 straight. You were on that hot streak, that 9 straight wins. What is it going to take to kind of beat a team that's on such a hot streak with those 12 straight wins?
Well, we're gonna have to rebound and the shots are gonna have to go in for us. But shots come and go. But if you play defense good, it's always there. So we got to play really good defense and try to screw them up a little bit. They got really good 3-point shooters, and they have Lexi Lawrence. She's full back, and she's just a wonderful player, and she's tough under the board. We're playing the defending section champs. So. You got to give respect, but we're going to come out and play hard and get after it.
And you played, obviously, a good team, 12 straight wins. And then you also play again Red Lake County Central in your last game. You kind of like having those high pressure, kind of those good teams to play at the end of the season, get you ready for playoffs?
Yeah, you find out where you're at. And we played good teams in the beginning of the year. And we found out what we got to get better at. And now we can kind of see, these are the teams that we're going to probably wind up playing in the playoffs. Might play Fertile, might play Hallock. We'll find out. But when you beat a team that's not very good and you beat them by a lot of points, it gives you a lot of false security. And we got 3 teams that we're playing that. We're not going to have that.
That's fair. And Peyton Hoffman's creeping up on another big milestone, 11 points away from 2,000 points. What's it been like having a player like that on your roster?
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, she's just a great person and a great player, and she's easy to coach. She's coachable. She just wants to get better. She's team orientated. There's not enough good things to say about her. And it's a blessing. And, she's only a sophomore. So I might have to keep coaching a couple more years.
Might have to coach her all the way to 3,000 points.
Yeah.
And final question here for you. Just what's one thing that you guys have to do well to come out with a victory here today?
We can't throw the ball away. When we played Fertile that last game, we got up by a point and then we threw the ball 3 consecutive times in a row. That's when you have a chance to get a bigger lead and you can, take control of the game. And we've been working on that for timing. I count out 30 seconds. We got in the offense till we get down to like 10. That's a big thing. You can't turn the ball over.
Well, best of luck here today.
Thank you.
That was head coach of Climax-Fisher, Guy Fincham, and I kind of mentioned there, 11 points away is Peyton Hoffman from 2,000 points, and she's just a sophomore, so that's why she could creep up all the way to 3,000 by the end of her career. You never know. But anyways, those were the coaches' interviews brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance. In-house that Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. We'll step aside here on the pregame show, about 5.5 minutes away from the national anthem. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back here in Fisher, Jacob Tenson with you here. Noah Wagner running the camera. Appreciate him doing those duties for us. And again, looking at these two teams, it's a 15-1 record in Section 8A for Sacred Heart. They're 9-2 on the road as well, so they play well no matter where they are. They're 11-2 at home, so they only have 4 losses on the season. So obviously they win majority of the time, no matter where it is that they play. And for Climax-Fisher, they're 8-3 at home, 12-5 in Section 8A. And again, it really will just come down to these last 2 games for Climax-Fisher to kind of depend their seed. There'll be 5 or 6 for them. They're right behind Red Lake County Central, just 1.1 points behind in the QRF, behind Red Lake County Central, and that's who they play in their very last game here on Friday. So that one's going to have a lot of implications for these two teams to really determine that seeding and who gets to play at home and who's on the road. And the last game, looking back for Sacred Heart, it was such a tight game against East Grand Forks, that Section 8 AA opponent. Just a 2-point victory. It was Lexi Lawrence who was able to get a layup with just 10 seconds left. And kind of wonder if it's kind of the differentiating factor between these two teams. Climax-Fisher, they're more well-rested. They've had about a week off since their last game, whereas Sacred Heart, they just played an intense game, a tight game, winning by just 2 points. So we'll see if the legs are there for them. That just happened last night. So we'll kind of see who has the fresher legs. You would expect to be Climax-Fisher, but they've also been off for a week, so you never really know what's going to happen there. It'll be interesting to see how these two teams start. And we're about 1:20 away from the national anthem. We'll take one more break here on this pregame show, and we'll come back with the starting lineups after the national anthem.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades? High-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Welcome you back here. We'll get you those starting lineups. We'll start with the visiting Sacred Heart Eagles. It's number 2, a junior guard sitting at 5'5", Finley Horkin. Number 3, a junior guard sitting at 5'1", Leah Sunby. Number 5, a junior forward standing at 6 foot, Lydia Risky. Number 10, a senior guard sitting at 5'4", Izzy Swickla. And rounding up the lineup, number 21, a junior center standing at 6 foot, Lexi Lawrence. Then for Climax-Fisher, you see them right in front of you. Lineups being read off. We'll read them off as well. It's number 2, a sophomore guard / forward, Kinley Carinta, standing at 5'9". Number 10, standing at 5'7", a junior guard, Lucy Paulsrud. Number 12, a freshman guard, standing at 5'5", Lexi Carinta. And number 24, a sophomore guard / forward, staying at 6'1", who's 11 points from 2000, Peyton Hoffman. And then rounding up the lineup, it's her sisters, number 42, the 8th grader, standing at 5'9", Brooklyn Hoffman. The teams huddle up. They talk over the game plan one last time. We're about to get this game underway. It'll be Lawrence and Hoffman in the circle to jump things up. Officials get set. And longer discussion here with the benches, and now we're ready to jump. As here's a jump ball, and we are underway as Sacred Heart wins the tip. On the right side, looking inside. Horkin now top of the key. It's Swickla now on the left wing. Sunby. They swing it around quickly around the perimeter. One dribble, now on the right wing, trying to drive baseline, going in, and blocked by Paulsrud, recollected by Horkin, trying to get it back out, tipped around, and then a turnover. First one of the ball game belongs to Sacred Heart. Great block there from Paulsrud from behind. Swung around in the corner, Hoffman. It's Brooklyn with it. Now Corinta, now Paulsrud on the right wing. Trying to get it to Hoffman, kind of poke free, recollects, picks up her dribble, back out to Brooklyn Hoffman. Skip pass back to her sister, just inside the three-point line, off the glass, no good. Collected by the Eagles, going up ahead here. Swickla, and then stolen right back. Another turnover. Paulsrud just in those passing lanes. Corinta thought about a three on the wing, gets it into Hoffman in the corner, inside to her sister. One dribble, spin, blocked, and collected by the Eagles. Up ahead quickly. It's Horkin going in one-on-one. Almost another block there by Paulsrud. Got her hand on the ball, but also a little bit on the arm. This will be the first trip to the free throw line. It'll be Finley Horkin. First free throw and first points of the ball game belong to Finley Horkin. His first point of the ball game. Second free throw up, and that's good as well. So a perfect trip there for Horkin. McKinley Corinta to slowly bring things up. Left wing, Paulsrud swung around inside quickly, but over the head. First turnover of the ball game for Climax-Fisher. They still look for their first points of the ball game. Just a minute and a half in. Somebody will bring it up past half court. Looks things over, gets to the left wing. Ball above her head. Horkin tries to get inside to Lawrence. It's poked free. Another turnover, already the third for Sacred Heart. So here comes Corinta past half court. Slows it down now as she's at the volleyball line. Picks it up, now gets to Hoffman on the right wing. Looks things over, trying to size up the defender. Has a size advantage. Kind of pushed her off a little bit, looking for maybe an offensive foul. Corinta almost loses it. Gets it to Hoffman on the right wing. Inside to Peyton Hoffman. One dribble. Runner is no good. Collected for the third time. Already the third rebound there for Swickla. As here's Horkin with it now in the corner. Risky inside. Poke free. Hoffman pokes it loose. Another turnover for Sacred Heart. We have more turnovers than minutes played here so far. 4 turnovers. Just 2.5 minutes played. And then turnover the other way. One-on-one opportunity going in for the layup. That's going to be Paulsrud's second already. Trying to get that block again as it'll be Horkin back to the free throw line. It's not what you want to see if you're Climax-Fisher. Lucy Paulsrud with those 2 quick fouls. Just 15.5 minutes. There's still 15.5 minutes left in the first half. Just 2.5 minutes into the game. First free throw's good for Horkin. Looking to remain a perfect 4 of 4. Here's that shot, and there it is. 4 for 4, all 4 points coming from the free throw line from Finley Horkin. Corinta will bring it past half court, walks it up, gets to Hoffman. She'll fire a 3-point shot. It's too long. Collected by the Eagles. Sunday, her first rebound up ahead quickly. Lawrence goes up with a layup, can't get it to go. Horkin comes out with the rebound outside. And driving in and blocks, but fouled. Got the ball, but also a little bit on the arm as well. Corinta, that'll be her first foul, team's third. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Guy Finch from kind of frustration. It's almost 3 minutes into the game here. No points yet on the scoreboard. We'll take a timeout with them here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
So back to the free throw line once again for Sacred Heart. This time it's Lydia Risky. Her first free throw is nothing but net. So still perfect. All points for Sacred Heart, well, all points in the ball game have come from the charity stripe. Here's a second one on this trip, and that one rattles out no good. Hoffman gets the rebound. Again, Peyton Hoffman just 11 points away from 2,000 career points as a sophomore. They get it inside to her now. She goes up, can't get it to go. It rattles out. Collected by the Eagles. Just checking in, it was Bryn Stevens who got that rebound. It's a zone defense, 2-3 zone defense being played by Climax-Fisher as they swing it around. Left alone for a three. Sunby, it's good. First field goal of the ball game, and now it's 8-0. Quick start here for Sacred Heart. Paulsrud on the left wing, swung around. Brooklyn Hoffman in the corner. Gets it out to Corinta. Now Paulsrud with those 2 fouls. Still in the ball game. Hoffman, top of the key. And she shuffled before she got the ball down, and she knew it. It's another turnover, the third one for Climax-Fisher. Climax-Fisher looking to grow that lead, get to double digits here early on. Swinging around. Bernhoft, also new person who checked in, has the ball now. Skip pass into the wing, now driving baseline, goes up with the layup, rejected by Hoffman, swatted off the backboard, collected though by the Eagles, but now it's free, and Brooklyn Hoffman comes away with it, but it's turned right back over. Eagles retain possession. Trying to get it inside, and now resetting will be the Eagles. Shot clock winding down, Swickla driving in, and then hits the deck. I don't think they're going to call that shooting foul. Yeah, they will call it on the baseline, so they'll inbound with a fresh 20. Sunby will be the one to inbound. Quickly released on the mid-range jumper. It's no good. Fighting for it is last touch by the Eagles, so it'll go back to the Knights. Here's Corinta. She'll bring it up. It's Kinley Corinta who has it now in the wing. Lexi Corinta now in the corner. Paulsrud, and then reading that like a book. Easy steal there for the Eagles. It's Horkin with that steal. Thought about a 3 inside now. Trying to fight for it, and it's loose still. Who's going to get it? Nobody. It's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Knights. Tegan Johnson checks in for Lucy Paulsrud. Lexi Lawrence checks back in as well. It's like a 2-3 zone defense here from Sacred Heart now. Corinta swings it over to left wing. Hoffman has it. Brooklyn looking things over. Gets it in the corner to Lexi Corinta. Now back to Brooklyn Hoffman. Now swung around. Kinley Corinta looking things over. Skip back the other way. A 3-point shot. No good off the back heel. Rebounded, put back up and in for 2. First 2 points in the ball game for Climax-Fisher belong to Peyton Hoffman. Now just 9 points away from 1,000. Lexi Lawrence can't get that mid-range jumper to go. Then ripped away there by Peyton Hoffman. Looking to push. Still has it. Step back. She lines it up, and then they call a offensive foul, a push-off on that step-back move. Guy Finstrom's asking for an explanation on that. He can't believe it. It's already 5 team fouls. Because that one doesn't count as a team foul, but it's still 5 team fouls for the Knights. It's the first foul on Peyton Hoffman. Sunby brings it past half court. Now on the right wing, it's Horkin. Looking inside. Nobody's there. Now back to Sunby. She'll line up another 3-pointer. That one's good as well. 11-2. The 3-pointers are starting to fall. Both of them coming from Leah Sunby. Approaching 12 minutes to play. Corinta on the left wing. Gets a screen. Brooklyn Hoffman was wide open, but she didn't see her. Now Peyton Hoffman with it. Splits defenders and tries to... and gets the foul in the process on the ground. We're going to call that on Horkin. That'll be her first, team's first. They're actually going to call that in the shooting motion. No, they're going to discuss that. I'll say it didn't look like it was a shooting motion. So, yep, they will inbound it from the baseline. So 11-2. Peyton Hoffman, the lone scorer for Climax-Fisher to this point. Start out with a bunch of free throws for Sacred Heart. They get it inbounds now, near a 5-second violation. Paul's root on the right wing. Crosses over, goes back up top, and it's nearly over half court. It is, so it's a backcourt violation. The 5th turnover for Climax-Fisher in the first half. That's something that Guy Finstrom kind of preached on. That was the one thing that they didn't need, that they couldn't do, is turn the ball over against the Sacred Heart team. Into the corner now. Now Lawrence had it momentarily, but stripped away. Another steal there for Hoffman. That's the 5th turnover for Sacred Heart. So they're even in the turnover battle, but scoreboard shows that it's been all Sacred Heart to this point. Hoffman, one power dribble, trying to split defenders, layup up and in for 2. Creeping into 2,000, now just 7 points away. 11-4, 11.5 to play in the first half. Sunby, now in the corner. Stevens, back to Sunby, swung around. Horkin, looking over, drives in, back outside, swung top of the key, thought about it. Back outside to Sunby, shot clock winding down. She throws up the floater, gets it to go. Good touch there from Leah Sunby. Driving into the land of the Giants, standing at 5-1, still gets it to go. 13-4, 11 minutes to play. Inside, Paulsrud, pump fake, backs down, gets it back outside for a 3-pointer from Corinta. It's no good. Collected by Brooklyn Hoffman. One dribble, she's blocked, but fouled. So it'll be the first trip to the free throw line for Climax-Fisher. Be a chance for somebody other than Peyton Hoffman to get in the scores column for Climax-Fisher. First free throw shot from hers off the front of the rim, no good. Couple substitutions. Swickla checking back in, and first time we're seeing Ella Arnson for Sacred Heart. Second free throw is no good as well. That one's short, and then collected by Lawrence. She now picks up her dribble. It's her first rebound. She was a turnover there. She was the hero of their last game. Got that 2-point shot to make it 62-60, which was the final score against East Grand Forks. Got that shot with 10 seconds to go. And they were able to hold on for that victory just last night. Brenta picks up her dribble, now gets Tegan Johnson. Now Hoffman dribbles in, splits defenders, goes up and in and one. Peyton Hoffman just trying to will her team back into it. Now it's 13-6 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Looking to make it her 7th point, and there it is. Has all 7 for Climax-Fisher. She's now just 4 points away from lucky number 2,000. Full court pressure being applied, trying to slow down this offense. Sunby has it. They skip it around into the corner. Back to Sunby. Thought about a 3. Almost lost her footing. Gets it back. She kind of in a little bit of pain. 3-point shot from the wing. High arcer's no good. Off the foot of Corinta, they say. So it'll stick here with a fresh 20. Arnson will inbound here on the baseline. Gets it into Lawrence. She's pushed to the ground, but it's kind of unfortunate. Hoffman was going for the ball, and they just kind of going opposite directions. Lawrence hits the deck, and that's the second foul on Peyton Hoffman. So Hoffman and Paulsrud both with 2 fouls, and still have well over half of the game going on, or left to go here. The first half of the first half to go. Arnson off the backboard. That should be out of bounds, but they say it's just a turnover instead. Either way, it's possession for Climax-Fisher. Hoffman into the corner. Now Paulsrud lines up a 3-pointer, rattles around, no good. Lawrence comes down with a rebound. Here's Horkin now in the corner. Arnson back to Horkin. She'll line up a 3-pointer, and that rattles home. The 3rd 3-pointer for Sacred Heart. First field goal of the game for Finley Horkin, but she's up to 7 points. 16-7 the lead. 9.5 minutes to play. Ball's tipped out of bounds. They'll stick with the Knights. Brooklyn Hoffman will inbound. Gets to Corinta. Kinley Corinta with it. Analyzing that 2-3 zone defense from the Eagles. Gets to Hoffman on the right wing. Sees a double team. Couple of crossover dribbles. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Johnson has it now into the corner. Paulsrud. Back to Johnson. They swing it around. Hoffman show line up a 3-point shot, and there it is. First triple of the ball game for Climax-Fisher. First person to score other than Peyton Hoffman. It's her sister, Brooklyn Hoffman, for that triple. 6-point deficit now for the Knights. Arnson thought about answering back. Horkin now with it. Trying to get inside to Lawrence, but the double team's there. Arnson lines up the top of the key. 3-pointer. Answers right back with a triple of her own. 19-10 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. The fourth 3-pointer for the Eagles. Inside, great pass. Paulsrud, a good catch. Gets it up and in for 2. Just a rifle of a pass there from Peyton Hoffman. Looks like it was going to go through the fingertips there of Paulsrud, but had the sticky fingers there to maintain possession. 19-12. Skip pass. Horkin thought about a 3 into the corner. Pump fake. 1 dribble. Another pump fake. Skip pass. Arnson. Another 3. High archer. No. Lawrence comes down with the rebound. Puts it back up and in for 2. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Third rebound. It's now with a 9-point lead once again. 21-12. Under 8 minutes to play. Hoffman with it. Gets a screen on the left side. Keeps on going down the left side. Splits defenders. 0-step move. Off the glass. Up and in for 2. 2 points away now from 2000. 21-14. Arnson goes in. Nice move. Floater is good. 23-14 now. It seems like every time Climax-Fisher gets a bucket, it's answered by a Sacred Heart bucket themselves. Hoffman with it. Goes to the left side. Picks up her dribble outside to Paulsrud. 1 dribble. Trying to get inside to Hoffman, but Corinto comes away with it instead. Johnson. Mid-range jumper rattles home. Now the buckets are falling for Climax-Fisher. It took them a second to kind of wake up a little bit. That's kind of the thing that comes with having a week off almost. Kind of wake up a little bit, get back ready to game. 3-point shot again. Another one for Sacred Heart. And that's going to cause a timeout. It'll be a timeout for Sacred Heart. Another triple as now it's a 26-16 lead. And we'll take a break with them as well here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
26-16 on Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. And it's been 5 triples already in this first half for Sacred Heart, which is the reason why they have that 10-point lead. Corinta has it, picks up her dribble at the volleyball line, gets it to Paulsrud now. Dribble handoff to Brooklyn Hoffman just inside the 3-point line. She fires and hits. She's up to 5 points now, brings it back to that single-digit deficit. 6.5 minutes to play in this first half. Full court pressure again being applied. Had Lawrence, but didn't see her. Back to the wing and Swickla. She can't get that triple to go. You almost imagine with the way they've been shooting that anytime they shoot a triple, it's going to fall in, but that time it doesn't. Corinta has it, gets to Hoffman. Spins, keeps on driving, throws up the runner off the glass, no good. Lawrence comes down with the rebound, her 4th. Up ahead quickly. Nice move to get that up and in. On the catch and then straight up. Horkin Two more. 28-18. Back to that 10-point lead. Johnson swings around. Paulsrud now directing traffic. Gets it back to Corinta. And then inside and tipped around. Last touch, they say, by the Eagles, so stick with the Knights. So Paulsrud will inbound. Hoffman back to Paulsrud into the corner. Thought about a three. Now drives baseline. And then kind of lost the handle there. Tried to scoop it to Corinta in the corner, but it goes out of bounds. That's another turnover for Climax-Fisher, number 6 of the first half. Peyton Hoffman got a quick breather. She's back in now. Also checking back in is Kinley Corinta, taking out Tegan Johnson and Lexi Corinta. Horkin has it. Again, that full court pressure being applied. The 2-2-1 zone. Inside, great pass. Now going back to work. And then Hoffman tries to get the block, but doesn't. But she gets the rebound off the miss. As here she looks to go in transition, but now slows things down. Corinta, handoff to Hoffman. Looking things over. 2-3 zone defense. A high 2-3 zone defense being played by Sacred Heart. Sunbee's the one way up there. Back to Corinta. Now Paulsrud alone in the corner for three. No. Ball's tipped around. Nobody has possession. The Knights come away with it. Good battle for it. Paulsrud going to work down low. Goes up the top, but is blocked. Ball's still free, and then there's the tie-up. Hoffman and Horkin hit the deck, and possession arrow in favor of the Eagles, so it'll be their possession. Arnson checks back in. And then that 2-2-1 full court press. Horkin, they kind of just skip it around, get it to Lawrence. Had Arnson there, but missed her. She was cutting down on her low, and she has it now. Now Stevens goes in, one dribble blocked by Hoffman, and she saves it as well. And then a foul right after. Great effort there from Peyton Hoffman to block the recovery. And they get to maintain possession as well. Also she has to be careful. She has 2 fouls. Doesn't want to pick up that third here with 4.5 minutes still to go in the first half. That time she was able to time that out pretty well. Corinta now top of the key. Paulsrud inside. Hoffman looks it over from the free throw line. She'll pull up off the back heel. No good. Lawrence, her 5th rebound. Up ahead. They get it to Horkin. Back to Sunbee. Skipped around Arnson. Now back to Sunbee. Swung around the perimeter again. Side to side. Now one dribble. Pull up. Can't get it to go. Collected by Corinta. Kinley Corinta. Has to get it back to her now. Under 4 minutes to play. Into the corner. Paulsrud. She'll line up another 3-pointer. This time she hits. Lucy Paulsrud, her first triples, team's 2nd. She's up to 5 points. And again, back to that single-digit deficit as it's 21-28. Sunbee, now Horkin. She'll look to answer with a 3-pointer of her own. And there it is. The 6th 3-pointer for Sacred Heart. Like I said, anytime that the Knights seem to get a bucket, it's answered right back by Sacred Heart. Inside, too high for Paulsrud as it'll trickle out of bounds. Had her on the cut, just like I said, just a little bit too high. 31-21 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com. Energy Solutions, C-Stores, Meat Market, Car Wash, Feed, and more. Lakes Community Co-op. Sunbee brings it past half court. On the right wing now, Horkin, who just hit that triple. Swinging around quickly, and then Hoffman, another steal, another turnover, the 8th for Sacred Heart. Pushing in transition, spin cycle, scoop, and can't quite get it to go, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2. And if she hits both, that'll be number 2,000 career points for Peyton Hoffman. First free throw from her is no good, so won't see it quite yet. Kind of feel the whole gym kind of hold their breath. I think everybody's kind of aware of the situation as to what's going on. Second free throw, that one's good. So 1 point away. She hits double digits here. First one for Climax-Fisher to get into double digits. 31-22, under 3 minutes to play. left alone. Thought about a three-pointer, but risky now inside the three-point line and will miss short. And will go back to Climax-Fisher. Corinta brings it up past half court. Again, that 2-3 zone defense being played. Paulsrud has it. Now Hoffman in the corner. Inside to Peyton Hoffman. Skip pass, left alone for three. Corinta, no. Rebounded by Hoffman. Puts it right back up. Can't get it to go either. It's tipped around, and Paulsrud tight ropes the half court line and collects. Fresh 20 for the Knights. Hoffman has it. And then stolen away. One-on-one opportunity, but Arnson will back it back out. Sunby with it now, trying to drive in outside. Horkin now drives on the left side, back outside. Now resetting that offense again. Sunby with it. Arnson didn't want the ball, it almost seemed like, and near turnover. Paulsrud has to be careful with those two fouls. Horkin driving in, blocked by Hoffman, and she collects it as well. She looks to push now in transition. Inside to her sister. Goes up with the layup, and there it is! Number 2,000. Peyton Hoffman, just a sophomore. And you see 2,000 points for Peyton Hoffman in special moments. There's a bunch of signs out in the crowd. We get a little break here. So her mom has the mic. Sure you didn't hear, but just said, congratulations to Peyton Hoffman on 2,000 points. Everybody's super proud of her, just trying to get back to game action here now. Again, just a special celebration there of Peyton Hoffman for those 2,000 career points. And again, she's just a sophomore, so you never know. She could hit 3,000 career points by the time she's done with her career. Again, congratulations to Peyton Hoffman. 2,000 career points. Back to action here. Sacred Heart driving in. Horkin off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Back outside. It's Sunby. Step back. Now Arnson lines up another three-pointer. The high arcer is no good. Hoffman comes down with the rebound. Into the corner. It's Brooklyn Hoffman with it. Skip. Now Paulsrud. She'll line up another three-pointer. And that one rattles around. No good. Collected by Stevens. As here comes Sacred Heart the other way, approaching a minute to play, 7-point lead for Sacred Heart with possession. Horkin skips it over, top of the key. Bernhoff now stick around. Sunby, another three-pointer. No, not this time. Tipped around, nobody has possession, and goes into the hands, and an and one opportunity for Bernhoff. Her first bucket of the game, looking to make it into 3 points there. Looking to get it back to that double-digit 10-point lead, which is where kind of it's hung around here majority of the game, and there it is. 34-24, the lead for Sacred Heart. So Corinta will bring it up. We'll see if they go quickly here, just kind of waste some time here, as there's about a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hoffman, one dribble, sees four defenders, gets it to Corinta, up and in for two. A great pass there from Peyton Hoffman to set it up. 2 points for Cadence Corinta. So shot clock is turned off. They're going to waste some time likely. Arnson has it now. Horkin, now she'll reset. 15 seconds to go. Gets a screen from Sunby, doesn't use it. Now goes, drives in, back outside. Bernhoff driving in to Horkin. Nice dump off pass, but can't get the layup to go. Hoffman gets it. 2 seconds, has to shoot, and can't hit it. So that'll be 34-26 will be the halftime deficit for Climax-Fisher. It's been a fun one here and kind of a lot of emotions as well after Peyton Hoffman late in that first half gets her 2,000th career point. We'll be back here to kind of wrap up that first half in just a moment on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Nedham Seeds in Caledonia has you covered for the right seed with proven yields for your farm. Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and canola seed, Seedex sugar beet seed, backed by expert advice and seed treatment options. Delivery available, service guaranteed. Give Rocky Nedham a call, 701-430-1149. Nedham Seeds Caledonia, helping your farm succeed one seed at a time.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller. And I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Welcome you into halftime here. It's a 34-26 lead on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard for Sacred Heart. Big reason for that has been all of the triples that were falling for Sacred Heart. 6 first half three-pointers. They were just kind of falling in bunches. It's kind of a slow start for both teams. Nobody could really get any field goals to go early on, but then it was a couple free throws that went in. The first 5 points of the ball game were Sacred Heart free throws. And then it was finally a three-pointer that was made to kind of get the first field goal. It was an 8-0 start for Sacred Heart, but Climax-Fisher was kind of able to fight themselves a little bit back into it. They got as close as 6 points, and it sits now at those 8 points right now. And again, just kind of a special moment. 2,000 career points for the sophomore Peyton Hoffman. Again, she's already at 2,000 as a sophomore. As long as she stays healthy, she could easily eclipse 3,000 by the way that she's kind of been going about things. She has 12 first half points. And speaking of that, we'll run through those first half stats. We'll start with Climax-Fisher. 12 first half points for Peyton Hoffman, along with 5 rebounds. Then it's followed up by Brooklyn Hoffman, who had 5 points and 2 rebounds. Lucy Paulsrud also had 5 points, didn't have any rebounds. And the other 2 scorers were Tegan Johnson and Cadence Corinta, both with 2 points. And Kinley Corinta started and had 1 rebound, and that's as far as it goes for stats on the side of Climax-Fisher. 2 3-pointers, 1 from Lucy Paulsrud, 1 from Brooklyn Hoffman, 2 of 5 from the free throw line in that first half of Climax-Fisher with 8 first half turnovers. For Sacred Heart, they were led by Finley Horkin, who had 12 points. She went 4 of 4 from the free throw line, hit 2 3-pointers. And they were followed up by Leah Sunby, who hit 2 3-pointers, has 8 points. Ella Arnson has 5 points. Then 3 points from Kate Bernhoft. 2 points from Lexi Lawrence, who also has 5 rebounds. Izzy Swickla did not score, but has 4 rebounds. Bryn Stevens also did not score, but has 2 rebounds. And I believe I hit, yes, and then Lydia Risky, I don't think I mentioned, had 4 points as well. Also hit a triple. Like I mentioned, 6 first half 3-pointers for Sacred Heart, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and 8 first half turnovers as well for Sacred Heart. So that's kind of the roundup of that first half between these two teams. And again, kind of the differentiating factor has been those triples, 6 of them coming from Sacred Heart. And they got that hot start getting off to the free throw line. And kind of something to watch out for here is Peyton Hoffman and Lucy Paulsrud, who both got 2 early first half fouls. That's all the more they have, but obviously they're still going to be careful early on in that first half. Make sure they don't foul and get that third personal foul. We'll step aside here in the halftime report, and we'll come back, kind of wrap things up here for the last time at halftime here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Log on to ISD592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome you back into the halftime report. Jacob Tenson with you here. Noah Wagner to my left, running the camera. Let's take a look at some of the scores from around the area. Ada Borup West is up 41-37 over Barnesville with 11 minutes to go in the second half. It's a tie ball game at the break between Pipestone and Central Minnesota Christian at 31. Badger Greenbush Middle River beat Goodrich Caligula 59-53. Park Christian is up early 11-9 over New York Mills with 12 minutes to go in the first half. And Warren Alvarado Oslo up 41-16 over Kitson County Central with 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's about all the games that have really started that are at least around the area. A couple games got some early starts with the weather incoming. This game was already scheduled to start a little bit early, but they did get this game started even a little bit before the original start time. But we're going to step aside here for a quick little 30-second break before we get back to the start of the second half.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc.
Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
The second half about to start. 18 minutes left here in this one 8-point ball game. Sacred Heart leads. It'll be Climax-Fisher to start with possession as second half is underway. Brooklyn Hoffman has it, so that 2-3 zone defense being played by Sacred Heart. Corinta on the right wing, looking inside. Now skip past the Paulsrud. And then poke free. Horkin almost had it, but nice heads-up play there from Hoffman to just tip it up in the air to Paulsrud. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hoffman points out directions. Paulsrud has it. Looks inside, but now gets it to Corinta. Skip past to Hoffman on the three-point line. It's a two-pointer, but a good bucket. Brings it now to that 6-point deficit, which is about as close as it's been all ball game. 34-28 on the Lace Community Co-op scoreboard. First 2 points belong to Brooklyn Hoffman, who's up to 7 now. Horkin, who led the lead, now inside. Lawrence, pump fake, goes up off the bottom of the rim. Tipped around, she gets her own rebound back, goes up, and gets it to go this time. So again, score answered straight back by Sacred Heart. That's kind of been the name of the game here so far. The ball's poked free. Last touch by the Eagles, so it'll stay here. Hoffman will inbound just in front of me. Looking for somebody. Skip pass to her sister. Hoffman, one dribble, pull-up jumper. It's short. Collected by Lawrence, her 7th rebound. As here comes Sunby. She gets it past half court. Into the corner, in the wing, I should say. Horkin. Now skipped around Risky. Back to Horkin. Gets a screen from Risky. Pull up with a jumper. It's left a little bit too long. Collected by Hoffman. That's her 6th rebound. Now it's past half court. Corinta. Hoffman, she'll line up a 3-point shot. That one's no good. Off the hands. Hoffman had it, but her foot was on the line. Could have maybe just let that go. It would have been possession for the Knights, but was trying to be a little aggressive there. You can't blame her. So possession will go back to the Eagles. Sunby has it, and we'll dribble it up. Skipped over in the wing. Swickla, skip pass. Risky, thought about it. Now over to Sunby, top of the key. Skip pass. 2-3 zone defense again being played by Climax-Fisher as well. Lawrence sees a couple defenders, pulls up anyways, leaves it short. Collected by Brooklyn Hoffman, her 3rd rebound. 36-28. It's been stuck here for about a minute. We'll see if somebody can break that scores column. Into Paulsrud, but no, it's stolen. First turnover belongs to Climax-Fisher of the second half. That shot's no good. Sunby goes up, collects, and gets it in for 2. Sunby's up to 10 points now. Joins her teammate Finley Horkin into double digits. It's nearly a turnover, but Paulsrud recollects. Left alone, throws up the floater. Nothing but net. Good touch there from Lucy Paulsrud. And it's a quick timeout here from Coach Guy Finstrom. We'll take a timeout with him here as well on yourliveevent.com.
You've finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Sacred Heart leads by one, has possession, 15-20 to play in this second half. 2-3 zone defense being played by Climax-Fisher into the corner. Sunby looks things over. Now dribbles back out, skip pass over her head. Thought about a three, did Swickla. Now drives in, picks up her dribble, trying to find some help, gets it to Risky now. Inside Lawrence, that was a risky decision there by Hoffman to go for the steal, and then a smart foul to save those 2 points by Kinley Corinta. That'll be her second. Team's second. This will be the first trip to the free throw line for Lexi Lawrence. First one is good from her. Again, she was the hero in their last game. Hit that shot with 10 seconds to give them that 62-60 lead. The final score against East Grand Forks just last night. Second free throw is good as well. She's up now to 6 points. 40-30, back to the 10-point lead for the Eagles. Paul's root in the corner, now gets it outside to Corinta. She'll reset. Again, a 2-3 zone defense being played by Sacred Heart. They've been in it for a majority of this game. Hoffman in the corner, driving in, splits defenders, but loses the handle. Ball's still loose, but there is the turnover. As here come the Eagles quickly. Horkin driving in, throws up their shot, gets it to go for 2. Horkin's first 2 points of the ball, or the second half, at 12 first half points, up to 14 now. 3-on-2 opportunity, spin cycle, up and in, pretty move. 2 points, second half, or first 2 points of the second half for Peyton Hoffman. 42-32. Still a 10-point deficit, though, for Climax-Fisher. Sunby left alone for 3. She'll fire and gets it to go again. The triples keep on falling for Sacred Heart. And Coach Brian Lowe will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him, as now it's a 13-point lead on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard for Sacred Heart. We'll step aside here on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
First triple of the second half, but the 7th triple of the game for Sacred Heart. And now it's 3 now for Leah Sunby, who just hit that last one to bring it to that 13-point lead, the highest it's been so far this game. Paulsrud skips around to Corinta. Now it's another Corinta. It's Lexi Corinta with it. Now Kinley Corinta. Back to Lexi. Inside to Hoffman. One dribble. Splits defenders. It's blocked. Gets it back, though. Tipped, and it goes out the bottom of the backboard, so it's last touch by the Eagles. So it should stick here. They're going to talk about it, though. And it will stay here. So Paulsrud will inbound. Calls out the play. Now looks. Trying to find somebody. Gets it now into Corinta. Skip pass to Lexi. Hoffman with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Don't know if she knows it or not. She'll fire a three-pointer. Will Corinta. It's too long. They're going to call a shot clock violation. Didn't have clear possession before that horn went off, so it's still going to go back to Sacred Heart regardless. 45-32, just under 13 and a half minutes to play. Sunby brings past half court. Now into the wing, it's Bernhoft. Skipped around. Sunby again, a three-point shot, and that's good again. Her 4th triple of the ball game. 48-32. That lead just keeps on growing. Now it's the highest it's been, up to 16. Hoffman in the corner. Skip pass to her sister, Brooklyn. She'll fire a three-pointer. Looking at answer. It's too long. Peyton Hoffman comes away with a rebound, goes up, and is fouled in the process. She'll go to the line for 2. Her 3rd trip to the free throw line. She's 2 of 3 to this point. First free throw in this trip is good. Second free throw from Peyton Hoffman. That one's good as well. So she's up to 4 second half points, 16 total on the ball game. 48-34, under 13 minutes to play. Sunby onto the wing now. It's Horkin. She'll drive down the baseline, throws up the runner. Too long, collected by Hoffman for her 7th rebound. Now, Grinta will walk it past half court. It's in the wing to Paulsrud. Now, Lexi Corinta, Kinley with it. Hoffman to Hoffman. But no, it's stolen away. 3rd turnover of the second half. Sunby gets it dumped off. Back to Sunby. Great play, but can't finish the bunny. And then a foul on the rebound. Sunby frustrated with herself. Had a good look at that basket. That was a nice transition play there between Bernhoft and Sunby. Just couldn't quite finish it. So Corinta gets it past half court now. Gets to Lexi Corinta. Now Hoffman. Skip pass. High pass into the hands of Corinta. Trying to get it to Paulsrud, but there's a couple hands in the way. Another turnover and then a foul going the other way. That's going to go against Corinta, Kinley Corinta. That'll be her 3rd. Team's 3rd. So get it to Horkin. Somebody was there, but they say, no, we got to run this play through Horkin instead. Somebody gets the screen. Horkin into the corner. Swickla. She drives in. Now back outside to Bernhoft. She'll drive down the lane. Trying to get inside. She does. Going up. Reverse layup's no good. And then tipped. And it's going to be a foul going the other way. Over the back was Stevens. A little frustration foul on her part. Thought she should have made that bucket. Was trying to collect that rebound. Tegan Johnson just checked in the ballgame, inbounded it to Lexi Corinta, who brings it past half court. Gets to Brooklyn Hoffman into the corner. There's Tegan Johnson with it. Picks up her dribble. Paulsrud driving in, throws up the runner, can't get it to go. Too strong. Bernhoft comes down with a rebound. Horkin now has it on the right wing, looking things over. Left alone. Bernhoft thought about it. Now she'll drive. Dump off pass. Stevens can't finish it, but she'll get her own rebound. Skipped around. Horkin, Bernhoft now. And swung around. They'll kind of reset here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Horkin. She drives in down the baseline, throws up the runner. Foul, leaves it short. She'll go to the line for 2. And Finley Horkin, she started off the scoring with 4 free throws. Those are the first 4 points of the ball game were all off her hands from the free throw line. This will be her first trip since then. First one is good. Handful of substitutions. Lawrence, Arnson, and Risky checking in for Sacred Heart. Second free throw is good as well. So 50-34 now, back to a 16-point lead, and still a perfect 6 of 6 now is Finley Horkin from the free throw line, up to 16 points. Into the corner, Johnson looking inside, gets it to Hoffman, sees a couple defenders into the corner, skips around. Brooklyn Hoffman thought about a 3, now will pull up from the mid-range, leaves it short though. Risky comes down with the rebound. Horkin now has it past half court into Lawrence, a nice pass, couple of pump fakes, and then gets it to go for 2. 52-34. That lead just keeps on growing, up to 18 now for Sacred Heart. Paulsrud skips it around into Corinta. Now Hoffman, couple dribbles, splits defenders, goes up, might have been partially blocked. Corinta comes away with the rebound. Paulsrud lines up a 3-pointer left short. Lawrence tracks down that rebound. And up ahead quickly, great transition play. Arnson leaves it too long, though. Sunby comes down with the rebound. Fresh 20 on the shot clock inside to Lawrence. One dribble. Might have walked. Yep, there it is. Kind of a late whistle there, and I think she knew it, too. Just kind of didn't know what to do with it. Hoffman didn't really come with her when she was expecting her to. Was ready to make that spin move, and just kind of got caught in no man's land. Approaching 10 minutes to play. Paulsrud has it. Ball over her head. Now gets it to Johnson into the corner. Drives baseline. Tipped free. And they say it's last touch by the Eagles, so it'll stick here. Swickla checks back in for Horkin. Paulsrud will trigger. Gets it into Brooklyn Hoffman. Thought about that mid-range jumper. Now spins, tries to get to her sister, but it's tipped free. Another turnover, the 5th of the second half for Climax-Fisher. Past half court, Sunby just kind of slowing things down here. They have a pretty comfortable 18-point lead. Swung around the perimeter, risky into the corner now. Driving baseline, stops, looks things over. Back out to Sunby with 10 seconds on the shot clock. One dribble, thought about pulling up, now pulls up and leaves it short, but that's because she was fouled. I think it's going to go against Paulsrud. No, it's going to go against Tegan Johnson, rather. Be her first, team's fourth. Be Risky's second trip to the free throw line. Went 1 of 2 in her first trip. First one is good. And before the second one, Guy Finstrom's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him here on YourLiveEvent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
53-34, 9:25 to play here on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. LakesCommunityCoop.com, Energy Solutions, C-Stores, Meat Market, Car Wash, Feed, and more. Lakes Community Co-op. Looking to make it a 20-point lead with the second free throw coming from Risky. And there is that 20-point lead now, highest it's been so far this ball game. See if the Knights can trim into it. Paulsrud on the left wing, looking things over. Head bob to trying to direct the traffic. Gets it back to Hoffman. Now Corinth on the right wing. Back to Brooklyn Hoffman. Now Peyton Hoffman. She'll line up a triple. No good, too strong. Paulsrud able to track down that rebound after he tipped it. Gets a dribble handoff to Corinth. She'll reset. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Paulsrud drives in, splits defenders momentarily, but then loses it. Another turnover by Climax-Fisher. Sunby left alone for 3. Rattles out. I feel like she's made almost every shot she's taken from the perimeter. That one just did not drop for her, but it'll stick with Sacred Heart off the loose ball. Arnson to inbound. Gets it to Risky. He'll drive down the baseline. Throws up the runner up and in for 2. Risky's up now to 8 points. 56-34, 8.5 minutes to play. Swung around, Tegan Johnson inside, throws up the quick shot, no good. Paulsrud comes away with a rebound. Outside to Johnson, back to Paulsrud. She'll line up a triple. No. Collected by Arnson on the long rebound. She'll slow things up, though, as Sunby has it now, guarded by Paulsrud. Swung around the perimeter. Now Sunby again with it. Looking inside. Swung around again. Now going back the other way. Risky. What's she going to do with it? Crossover. Hits it back to Sunby. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Goes side to side. Now they finally try to get it inside, but then it's poked away. Here comes Corenta with it. Sunby kind of harassing her in the backcourt. Gets it past the timeline now. Hoffman thinks about it. Johnson now inside. Paulsrud was open for a moment, but she didn't see her. Hoffman now top of the key. Corenta. Almost too high there for Johnson, but nice catch. It's poked free and collected by the Eagles as now they'll slow it down again. 7 second half turnovers for Climax-Fisher. 15 total in the ball game. Swicklow with it on the right wing, looking things over. Gets it to Risky, who's left alone for 3. No. Collected by Hoffman, her 8th of the ball game, looking to push. Doesn't have numbers, almost loses it, but recollects. Prentice skips it over to Paulsrud on the left wing. Now Johnson trying to get it to Hoffman. Pass fake, goes up with the layup, hangs on the rim and falls. Peyton Hoffman now up to 18 points, 56-36. Sunday past half court. Again, Sacred Heart has been on a hot streak as of late, and they're showing why. As somebody lines up another three-pointer, that one's no good. Hoffman comes down with that rebound. It's been 12 straight wins for Sacred Heart, looking for that 13th win. This is their last game of the regular season as well, so looking to end on a high note, and it looks like they will likely do just that as Paulsrud tries to drive in, but was fouled on the ground. Call that on Izzy Swickla. Her first, team's fourth. Paulsrud will inbound on the far side on the baseline. Gets it in quickly to Hoffman. Goes down the baseline, throws with a jumper, rattles it home. 20 points for Peyton Hoffman, 56-38 now. So we approach 6 minutes to play. Bernhoff now inside to Swickla. Back outside. Arnson will line up with a three-point shot. Can't get it to go. Collected by Swickla. Her fifth rebound. And then we get a foul inside. It'll be 2 shots for Lawrence. Foul going against Peyton Hoffman. That'll be her third. First free throw from Lawrence is no good off the right side. Second free throw from Lawrence is good. So now 57-38. Here's Corinta past half court. Paulsrud on the left wing, looking things over. Almost loses the handle, gets it back. Skipped around. Corinta now with it. Paulsrud now top of the key. 2-3 zone defense again being played by Sacred Heart. Skipped around in the corner. Tegan Johnson left alone for a mid-range jumper. Hoffman gets it to go for 2. She's kind of found the rhythm here now. 6 points in the last few minutes for Peyton Hoffman. Makes it a 57-40 ball game. 5:20 to play. Arnson has it now. Paulsrud kind of comes out in that 2-3 zone defense. Swickla, pump fake. Nice dump off pass down low. Easy 2 points for Lexi Lawrence. 59-40, 19-point lead. Hoffman over to Paulsrud. She'll line up a 3-point shot. It's too strong. And then collected and then trapped in the corner. And then we get a timeout called. Smart timeout there from Coach Brian Lowe. We'll take a timeout with him here. 59-40 the lead on the Lace Community Co-op scoreboard for Sacred Heart. Step aside here on yourliveevent.com.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Welcome back in here. Jacob Tenson with you. Noah Wagner running the camera. He's off to my left and listening to some jams. Not sure what he's listening to right now. I know he's a big classic rock type of guy. But Sacred Heart with possession in that 19-point lead, just under 5 minutes to play. Is Horton to bring it past half court? Man-to-man defense being played. They switch back. Now Bernhoff driving in. Dump off pass. Going up and in for 2. Greta Effhauser, who just checked in, gets her first points of the ball game off a pretty pass. 61-40, 21-point lead for Sacred Heart. Inside Johnson, a nice cut. Hoffman goes up and gets to go again for 2. Hoffman has kind of lit it up as of late, but score's been kind of out of hand here. The score run from Hoffman coming a little bit too late here in this game. Horkin driving in, can't get that layup to go. Rebound and then blocked by Hoffman. Again, collected by Sacred Heart, lining up a 3-pointer. Swickla, too strong. As Hoffman comes down with the rebound, her 10th. It's a double-double for Peyton Hoffman. Paulsrud splits the defenders, can't get the lefty lay to go. Collected by Bernhoff as she comes the other way. Going to take their time here. Brian Lowe saying to take your time, but it looks like they're kind of driving in quickly. Bernhoff thought about a 3. Outside to Horkin, driving in, back outside. Drive and kick, and this time they try to kick it inside, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover, just the third of the second half for Sacred Heart, 11 total for them. Get a timeout here from Coach Guy Fincham. We'll take a timeout with him again here with 3:26 remaining. 61-42 the lead for Sacred Heart on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Looking back into Fisher, Minnesota, 3:26 to go, 61-42. Again, it's just been dominance here down the stretch by Sacred Heart, not only in this game, but in their season as well. It's going to be 13 straight wins for them to close out the season. This is their last game of the regular season. I'm going to call it with a 19-point win here with just 3 minutes to go. Likely will come out victorious here in this one. Hoffman to Corinta. Lexi Corinta back to Hoffman. She'll line up a 3-point shot off the front rim. It almost drops, but Corinta comes down with the rebound. Paulsrud, mid-range jumper, too strong. Hoffman on the rebound goes up and in and gets the and one opportunity. She's up to 26 points now, has 10 rebounds as well for that double-double. Looking to make it 27. And gets that to go. So there's 27 points and 11 rebounds for Peyton Hoffman, who earlier hit 2,000 career points. Driving in, Arnson now outside to Swickla, driving down the side, gets it up, no good. Collected and then fouled on the rebound. It's Greta Effhauser. She'll go to the line for the first time for 2. It'll be the 4th foul on Peyton Hoffman. The team 6. The next one will put them in the bonus situation. First free throw's no good for Effhauser. Sunby checks back in for Sacred Heart along with Risky. Second free throw, also no good, collected by Corinta. Cadence Corinta, her first rebound of the ball game. She brings past half court now. Actually, that's Lexi Corinta with it. Now Paulsrud on the right wing. Hoffman in the corner. Looks inside to her sister, but she's guarded heavily. So now she gets it to her. One power dribble back outside. Hoffman, she'll line up a 3-point shot. Gets it to go. Brooklyn Hoffman, triple in the first half, triple in the second half. She's now up to 10 points. 2 minutes to play, 13-point deficit. 2:15 to play as it's nearly a turnover than it is. We're going to call a blocking foul. Could have been the 5th foul on Peyton Hoffman, just kind of bullied over the defender. But Peyton Hoffman had possession, was trying to go after it, so that's kind of why they decided to call that. That's going to actually be the 5th foul on Izzy Swickla, so that'll end her night. No points, but 6 rebounds for Izzy Swickla. (61-48). Looking to trim into it a little bit more. Hoffman should line up another 3-pointer. No. Collected by Bernhoft. And it's going to be a foul. Going to be a 1-and-1 situation. And that foul goes against Brooklyn Hoffman. That'll be, like I said, the 7th team foul. So a 1-and-1 situation for Bernhoft. It's the 3rd foul for Brooklyn Hoffman. And she makes that first one, so she'll be rewarded with a second free throw here. For now, second free throw up and good. So now 63-48. As we hit 2 minutes to play. Paulsrud looking inside, gets to Corinta at the top of the key. Now Lexi Corinta with it. Into the corner is Brooklyn Hoffman looking inside. Now gets to Paulsrud as they swing around the perimeter. Hoffman, short corner, jumper. It's good. Brooklyn Hoffman waking up a little bit here, up to 12 points. 63-50, 13-point deficit. Swung around, risky. Now into the corner, Sunby. One dribble, picks it up. Trying to find somebody, gets to Horkin now. And then fouled as she was trying to blow by Paulsrud. He'll be back to the free throw line for a 1-on-1 situation. This time will be Horkin. Horkin a perfect 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Make it now 7 of 7 as she'll see one more. There's a discussion on the scoreboard, they put that foul on Brooklyn Hoffman, but it was supposed to go against Lucy Paulsrud. That will be her 4th. Second free throw is good as well, so staying perfect. 8 of 8 from the charity stripe is Finley Harkin. 64-50. Paulsrud with it now. Skipped around. Parenta into the corner now. Brooklyn Hoffman. Skip pass into the opposite corner. Now it's swung around quickly. Corner to corner. Brooklyn Hoffman, another three-pointer. Yes! Brooklyn Hoffman, the hot hand as of late. But it might be just in a little bit too late of an effort. Just down 12 now. 65-53 under a minute to play. And then there's a quick foul. Brooklyn Hoffman will pick that up. Still a 1-on-1 situation. Risky will go to the line. That is the 4th foul on Brooklyn Hoffman. Front end is no good. Collected by Brooklyn Hoffman as that's her 4th rebound, looking to push. You got to go quickly. You probably need a three-pointer as well into the corner. Parenta lines up the three-point shot. Too strong. Risky gets that rebound, and somebody has it. Shot clock is turned off as they get it past half court. We'll see if they decide to foul. Well, it's a turnover instead, actually. Behind the back dribble, Hoffman over to Brooklyn. She'll have another three-pointer. Can't get that one to go. Payton tracks it down off the glass, up and in for 2. 65-55. They bring them back to a 10-point lead, but just 5 seconds left. They'll let them dribble it out. That will be how things end. 10-point win for Sacred Heart to finish the season on a 13-game win streak. I don't know if that's a lucky number or unlucky number, but I think they're going to call it a lucky number as they head into the playoffs on that high number of a win streak. Now 16-1 in Section 8A. We'll come back here in a moment to wrap this game up, get you some awards, and hopefully some coaches' interviews, and along with the player as well on yourliveevent.com.
They're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades? High-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. Three main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Nedham Seeds in Caledonia has you covered for the right seed with proven yields for your farm. Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and canola seed, Seedex sugar beet seed, backed by expert advice and seed treatment options. Delivery available, service guaranteed. Give Rocky Nedham a call, 701-430-1149. Nedham Seeds Caledonia, helping your farm succeed one seed at a time.
Welcome you back into the post-game show, joined with head coach of Sacred Heart, Brian Lowe, and kind of a tight matchup at the beginning there. You got to that hot start, up 8 points quickly, and off that last game where you had that close game, you were kind of happy to see that quick start from your team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes we come out a little flat. I think lately we've been coming out playing pretty well and kind of locked in the locker room before and ready to go. And then, then we get a little bit of a lead and then kind of have a moment of relaxation and let teams back in. But, that's a really good team. They've got a couple really good players, and Coach Finney He and I go way back to my high school days when he was coaching football at Northland, and he was, he wanted me to come play football for him 25 years ago, which is kind of crazy and pretty cool to be able to, coach against him now. But he knows what he's doing, and he's got him playing well. And I told him at the end of the game, I don't want to see him in the playoffs. But so there's a lot of teams in 8A West that I don't really want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a tough division. The 8A West, anybody who's in that 1 to 6 range could be the number 2 seed on the opposite side. But playing these teams, these games kind of against good opponents down the stretch here, does that get you ready for that playoff push?
Absolutely. I think so. I mean, and that's why the games like last night and even this one got tighter, but you want to be in those close games because it gives you that sense of urgency. You got to lock in, you got to play well, take care of the basketball, and that's what it's going to be like in the playoffs. So I think it really helps you get ready for that.
For sure. And it was balanced scoring from your team. 3 players in double digits, 18 from Finley Horkins, 16 from Sunby, and 11 from Lexi Lawrence. And is that kind of just the identity of your team, just that balanced attack?
Yeah, I think so. Leah and Finley have really, stepped it up as far as the scoring aspect of the game, really since Lexi, went out. We told those 2 girls, you're going to have to score more because when we lost Lexi, we lost 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. So they really did start to look to attack a lot more, and where they're getting more points is at the free throw line, and Leah's getting some open looks at the 3-point line too. But, Finley's making a lot of free throws lately. And so, yeah, we like to be able to spread it around, and sometimes it's Lydia and sometimes it's Bryn, and we like to have 2 or 3 or 4 in double digits.
And it was great free throw shooting from you guys. 6 of 7 in the first half, 11 of 15, 17 of 22 overall. So it just seems like you guys are shooting at a high clip. Also, 6 3-pointers in that first half. You have to be happy to see that for your side.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a nice balance of inside out play. And, if teams want to double down against Lexi, we've got a few girls that can knock down shots. And so, we just, that was key to it for us in the playoff run last year, where we just had timely threes. And that's going to be key again going forward.
And with this time off, you get a little break between now and the playoffs, with this being your last game of this season. What's kind of going to be the focus in practice for your team?
A lot of shooting. We're taking tomorrow off, and, we'll go Thursday, Friday with mostly just shooting, and because at that point we really won't know our seed or who we're going to play. And so we're just going to, do basic fundamentals, not push, not condition too much, give their legs a little break, and then come back Monday with a little bit more of a focused game plan, focused practice plan as far as who we got coming up for the first round of the playoffs, and yeah, try to get our legs back.
All right. Well, congratulations on a great win, and best of luck here in the playoffs.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Looking back into the post-game show, now joined with Leah Sunby, who had 4 triples and 16 points. What were you seeing from the 3-point line? They were just kind of leaving you open, or what was going on there? I think the microphone might have flipped off. Let's flip it back on there. Okay, we could still kind of hear you. But again, it was great 3-point shooting from you. But It was kind of a slow start for both teams. No field goals for the first little bit. You did get up to that 8-point lead. Was that kind of the focus from coach, was to get off to that strong start though?
Yes, definitely. He wanted us to get it going, start transitioning on them because we knew we were faster and stronger and we can get the ball up the court fast.
And coming off that game last night, the emotional game where it was super tight and you win just in the last couple of seconds, was that kind of an extra motivation coming into this game, riding that momentum?
Yeah, that was definitely an extra motivation because we've been on a big winning streak, and also like we knew we needed this game to help us get the highest seed in the section tournament.
And you talk about that winning streak, now up to 13 straight wins for you guys. Do you think just you guys are playing your best brand of basketball right now?
Yeah, I think so. And in like a week or two, I think we'll be at our best basketball during the section tournament.
And what are you looking forward to in this playoff push?
I'm looking forward to playing well together as a team, finding open shots, getting good transition points, and just like having fun together in the moment.
All right, well, congratulations on a great win here today. Leah Sumby, our Enbridge player of the game, and best of luck here down the stretch.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Log on to isd592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Welcome you back into the post-game show. Again, the final score 65-55. Sacred Heart comes out victorious for their 13th straight win. Let's give out some awards. We already gave out the player of the game. The Enbridge player of the game was Leah Sunby with her 16 points, 4 triples, and 3 rebounds. Also had a couple of great passes as well to set up her teammates. She's our Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our play of the game, our Agassi Precision play of the game, we're going to give that to Brooklyn Hoffman's 2,000th career point. It came late in that first half, rather. Made it a 31-24 ball game. It was kind of about as close as it got in that first half. About 6 points was the closest. It made it a 7-point deficit at that time, but just, I guess it wasn't necessarily an extraordinary play, it was just kind of a mid-range jumper, but it's been an extraordinary career, so you got to recognize that as well. 2,000 points as a sophomore is just kind of ridiculous. Peyton Hoffman going to be our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And one more award to give away. It'll be the connection of the game, brought to you by Halstad Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstad Telephone is how to connect. HalstadTel.com, T-E-L.com. Proudly providing internet, phone, cable, TV service to the rural areas and to the local communities through the area of the Red River Valley. Halstad Telephone Company. Connection of the game is going to go to the first half triples for Sacred Heart. They hit 6 of them and really kind of got them up to that 10-point lead, or I guess it was an 8-point lead at the break, but had 10 points for majority of that first half. And then again, it just kind of lit it up again in that second half. Only had 2 3-pointers though in the second half. So that's why the Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game is the first half triples for Sacred Heart. Kind of give you a recap here of this game. It started off a little slow on both sides. There wasn't any field goals for first 2 minutes or so, but there were a couple free throws, and it was a quick 8-0 lead for Sacred Heart. And then after a timeout, Climax-Fisher got a bucket, was able to kind of slowly fight their way back into it, got as close as 6. couple different times. It was 13-7. It was 10-16. And that was about as close as that had gotten until late there. It got to about 7 points until it was that 8-point victory, or excuse me, victory, 8-point lead at the halftime break. And then again, kind of Sacred Heart, they started off a little slow, went back and forth early on, but then all of a sudden, Sacred Heart just kind of flipped a switch. There was a couple turnovers in back-to-back fashion by Climax-Fisher, and they took advantage of that fully, and all of a sudden it was a quick 20-point lead, which was where it kind of stuck around 18 to 20 points for a long while until late in that first half. A little run by Climax-Fisher kind of brought them back into it. They were as close as 10 points, and that's how it finished, was that 10-point victory, 65-55, but kind of came a little bit too late. Brooklyn Hoffman caught fire, got most of her points in that second half, had 2 triples and another deuce. So 8 points late in that first half, got up to 15 second half, or 15 total points in the ball game. So let's run through the stats here. First for the victors, Sacred Heart. They were led by Finley Horkin, who had 18 points, most of her points coming from the free throw line. She went 8 of 8 from the charity stripe, also hit 2 3-pointers, had 2 rebounds as well. 16 points for Enbridge player of the game, Leah Sunby, who had 16 points, 4 triples, and 3 rebounds. Then it was Lexi Lawrence, 11 points, most of those coming in the second half, 9 of them to be exact, along with 8 rebounds. 5 points and a rebound for Ella Arnson, 5 points and 3 rebounds for Kate Bernhoft. 8 points, I skipped over her, Lydia Risky, 8 points and a rebound. And then rounding up the scoring, it was 2 points for Greta Effhauser. People also saw some action. It was 3 rebounds for Bryn Stevens. And that's about it. 8 total 3-pointers for Sacred Heart, 17 of 22 from the free throw line. Just 13 turnovers for the Eagles. For Climax-Fisher, they were led, like they typically are, by Peyton Hoffman, who hit 2,000 career points, 29 points, 12 rebounds, another double-double for Peyton Hoffman. 15 points then for Brooklyn Hoffman, who had 2 triples, 4 rebounds as well. 7 points for Lucy Paulsrud, along with 2 rebounds. And 2 points apiece for both Cadence Corinta and Tegan Johnson. Corinta had a rebound as well. Johnson didn't have any rebounds, and there's also 1 rebound for Kinley Corinta. There's 4 triples for Climax-Fisher, went 5 of 8 from the charity stripe and had 15 total turnovers. So those are the stats here in this ball game. And again, it'll be 13 straight wins to close out the season for Sacred Heart. Climax-Fisher has 1 more game that comes on Friday against Red Lake County Central, which is a big one. Could have some seeding implications there. Red Lake County Central is currently right above them in that 5 spot in Section 8A, and just a couple points ahead of them in the QRF. So again, that game going to have a lot of implications. Climax-Fisher falls to 15-10 overall, 12-6 in the section, whereas Sacred Heart improves now to 22-4 and 16-1 in the section. So we'll now end this stream here for you. It's been a fun one. It started off going back and forth, but kind of got away. Climax-Fisher fought their way back into it. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be on the airwaves. So if you're able to get into their stores or their place of business, thank them, and we thank them as well. For the last time tonight, Jacob Tenson signing off here on YourLiveEvent.com.